We're gonna react to Did I Cheat? A message to my ex. Her ex is ooh my lie or oh my lie. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you know I'm dropping these reactions. Also make sure you share this video. Share this video with your mama, your cousin, your daddy, your auntie, your grandpa, your baby, that baby's baby. Share it, man. And like I said, if you're watching the video, go ahead and make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's free and don't cost you a penny to support a sister. You see I'm on the grind. Turn me up, don't turn me down. Let's get into the video.
Babies, what's good? It's your girl Chanel, and I am back with another
video.
So first of all, before I even get into this video, make sure you guys give this video a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure your post notifications are on to all, and follow me on my social networks right here. And I had to get up and make this video. Like, this shit is getting crazy because it's like, I don't know if y'all know what's going on. I had a couple of shit with me and Oma Lobby was together. We broke up or whatever. I made 2 videos, and one was recent, and then she finally responded like 4 months later. So she said her side of the story, and you already know, like, first of all, people who support me, they're still supporting me. And, you know, of course, there's some people who switching sides or like, oh my God, you this, you that, Okay, so I just want to touch on,
at the end of the day,
watch her video,
only people that know the true story is her and the girl, yo.
I didn't want to do this, and I still don't want to do this, and it's still some stuff.
At the end of the day, when it comes to stories and sides, it's actually 3 sides. It's that girl's side, her side, and then the truth. And the only person that knows the truth is them too. So people going, at the end of the day, of course, people that's watching YouTube, they're gonna have their inputs and may lean more towards her ex and may lean more towards her because of whatever, because of the stories that's being told to them. But again, when it comes to people and being in a relationship and then breaking up, don't know outside people or people that's watching this YouTube, they don't know the truth, yo. Like I said, only her and the other girl know what's real in God. So yeah.
I'm trying my hardest not to say, like, I swear to God, out of respect for her, like, because it's just, things could get very messy very quickly, and I did not want to go this route. Like, I just didn't want to go this route. I just want to say that our relationship, and she knows this, our relationship has been going downhill for a long time. So for her to get on this camera and say that, oh, when you got your surgery, you really changed.
I like her accent. The accent is giving.
Like, one thing I want y'all to know, and I'm saying this in the most humblest way, teeth done or body done or not, I could have left the relationship.
I don't remember her teeth look like before. And I thought her body looked good to me before the surgery.
It doesn't always have
at least from what I remember.
So one person cheated, or this person got their body done and they think they all that, or they're like, people outgrow each other. Like, I met her when I was 22 years old. I'm 27. Like, I want 2 different things now. We literally outgrew each other.
That happens.
And I outgrew her. And I'm not going to let nobody make me feel bad about that. Like, literally, if you think back to all the YouTube couples that started out, De'Ara and Ken, mad couples
have outgrew each other.
What happened?
They broke up.
Like, people literally outgrow each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I'm really going to need y'all to understand. And I'm not going to get bashed or belittled or have anybody make me feel bad.
That's a fact, though, because De'Ara and Ken, they ain't together no more. It's a bunch of YouTube couples that got together when they were young, and as they get older, they don't mesh no more.
I'm saying, you guys
start looking at shit differently as you get older.
She left you. Like I said,
you might not want the same things that you wanted when you was 20, 22, 21.
And our relationship was going downhill because she know that me and her hadn't even really fucked in like a year or years. Like, I didn't even want to have sex. Like, we didn't have sex together. It's a lot of stuff that happened that she knows. Like, our relationship was going downhill way before surgery was in the picture. She knew I felt depressed. She knew I didn't feel like myself. She knew I felt tied down. She knew that I felt like I was in a possessive relationship where I couldn't grow. And she knows that she didn't give me room to feel like I could grow and venture out and be around friends and have a social life outside of her. She always made me feel guilty about that. And she knows that for a fact. She knows that shit for a fact, because that was a big problem in our relationship, because I enjoy freedom, individuality, and now she's talking about
that. You need that relationship. You can't just be up on each other 24/7. That's when y'all start fighting about little shit. Like, you start fighting about taking the last sip of juice.
I was wrong, or certain traits about my personality. I'm not that affectionate. things like that, and all of that. But you have to admit that you was very controlling. You really tried to control me, bro. Like, it's mad shit and it's mad examples where I couldn't do stuff. And it literally got to the point where my family was literally concerned. And let's talk about it. Like, let's even talk about it. When I say, like, you're possessive, you were possessive and you were controlling. Like, it was a time where my best friend, my high school best friend, she had came to Georgia to visit, and I tried to go see her. Like, when I tell you, oh my God, I had like a fucking, like, she went crazy. Like, and that was my first time ever trying to hang out
Jeez.
with anybody outside of her. And bro, I've never seen that side of her. It was scary. Like, it
was
literally,
scary.
she was standing at the door.
You sound like
telling me
Corey.
that
It
I
was
couldn't go.
scary.
She told me that I was fucking my best friend, bro. My best friend, I hang out with my
That's
best
a
friend.
New
to
York
this day,
accent.
Nisha. Like, I couldn't hang out with her. I literally was crying. I had someone threaten my life and say that they will hurt their self. And she knows that this is true. She knows that this is true. She knows she did that shit. And that just set a tone that literally just scared me, bro. Like, I can't even have a life outside of you. Like, this shit is scary.
It is
like,
scary.
And let's really talk about it. Like, and I did not want to go this deep, but oh my God, you know how you made me feel. You know that I felt so controlled. Like, you know exactly what you did to me. Like, you literally, I could not be a person outside of you without feeling bad. Like, I would literally, I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was so fucking scared. Like, I literally, it was my first day ever trying to hang out outside of you, bro. You put on a big ass scene. You stood at the door. Like, I literally felt like a fucking kid. Like, that shit was so scary. Because I had never tried to hang out with anybody but you. And this was the reaction. And I was like, bro, this reality is crazy. Like,
that is crazy. Crazy as hell.
What's inside Airborne?
That's just from me listening. I don't know if the shit is true or not, but just from listening, that shit sounds crazy.
So, you know, we end up working past that shit. But it
But
was
it's
so
some
scary.
couples or some women that feel like they don't want their mate to have a life outside of them. Like, if they do things, they gotta do things together. And after, to me, that shit is unhealthy. You need to have, like she said, you need to have individuality. Y'all gotta be able to. That goes for same sex, opposite sex. You got to have time apart from each other to where y'all can do your own thing, have your own friends, and not be around each other 24/7. Like I said, if you up on each other 24/7, then that's when y'all start arguing over little shit, like small. Y'all start arguing over tiny stuff. Like, small things become big. Like, when you don't have space from each other, yo.
That never left my mind. Then
That's a
most
fact.
recently, when you was here, just controlling behaviors that I had to deal with. One night, my sister, it was her best friend birthday party, and I wanted to go. I ended up telling Omala I was going. Yo, she stood by the door. She wanted to fight with me. Like, I
What the
couldn't
heck?
do anything. And when I just stormed out the house. And when I got to the party, I was just looking at everybody and all the women. I was like, I know everybody here is not single. And I just want to know, when it was time for them to head out, like, were they stopped at the door? Were they questioned? And, like, was it like gotta be a fight or argument? Like, every time I tried to do anything outside of her, bro, it was like a fight or argument. Like, and after a while, she tried to fix it because she know how bad it was. But it's like, you already set the tone to the point where I even feel guilty about interacting with anybody outside of you. Like, and that shit is toxic, and that shit makes you feel tied down. It makes you feel terrible. And, like, I'm not gonna sit up here and let nobody make me feel like I'm bugging for, like, not feeling okay about that shit. Like, okay, so a couple of things. She said that, you know, what did I do for her? She said, well, I feel like I did a lot for you, and what did you do for me? Girl, I did a lot for you. Like, don't play with me. I did a lot for you. Like, a whole lot. Like, first of all, I had met you online, and you came to New York City, and you never left. Like, you came on a one-way ticket, and you never left.
I remember.
So I gave you somewhere to stay. I gave you somewhere to live. I even lost where I had to live because I was, like, sacrificing my situation for you. You came to visit me, and you never left. And I had a whole living situation that I had going on that it didn't work out. Like, I was living with my sister, and it was like, you just met somebody on the internet, and how they just live here. So I was fucking with her so hard that I'm like, well, I'm leaving. So I left an apartment that my mother left for me and my sister that we were supposed to maintain together to keep what we had going on. And that's a big deal. Because
That's a big deal.
brung a big thing in me and my sister's relationship and all
probably
of
burned
that.
the
So it's
bridge
like,
between
you
her and
saying,
the
what did
sister.
I do for you? That's one of the number one things I did for you. You came to me on a one-way flight, and we built, and I gave you a place to stay, and we stayed together, and we built, and we grew together. So don't sit up here and say, what did I do for you? Because I got on camera and said a lot that you did for me, and you said not financially. I said a lot of shit that we did and built together that I appreciate. So, like, don't sit up here and say, what did I ever do for you? Anytime something happened with your family, I was your right hand man, and I was right by your fucking side when I needed to be. It was random times you needed to make it to Georgia. I was there for you. I was there for you, your family. Like, don't sit up here and be like, what did I do for you? Like, because you said you sat
talking out of anger.
I did a lot for her. What did she do for me? Then it was times that we were in a relationship, and you're older than me, and it's like I would try to motivate you with different stuff, with like credit, different things like that, like really growing. And you know that it will cause arguments, fights. It's like you didn't want me. You didn't even want me to help you in certain ways, because when I did, it turned into argument. Like me saying something to try to motivate you was like you felt like it's me belittling you or something. Like our connect, like sometimes our connection and our vibe, it just wasn't really seeing eye to eye. And you know what happened that day when we was out and we had the credit conversation and how that went. And like that was me trying to do something for you and try to motivate you and shit like that. And you just, bro, like you already know the dynamic and how that shit was going. I don't know if you even know, but it's so crazy, guys. It was to the point, like towards the ending of this relationship, my mother and my sister was literally scared for my safety. Towards the ending of our relationship, I was spending more time outside because I was not happy. I was telling on my live day to day that I wasn't happy with her. I wasn't happy with the relationship, and I didn't want to be with her. It's so crazy that one time I had my sister on the phone with my phone in my bag because my sister was so worried about my safety, and they knew how I was feeling. She knew how I was feeling, and everybody was like, you have to express yourself to her. Like, you have to let her know cold turkey, like, what it is. And I was telling her, but, like, I had to really tell her, like, listen, I don't feel like I'm in love with you anymore, and I don't feel like this is working. Like, I don't feel like this is working out. And she literally, she put on a big scene, guys. Like, it was literally scary. Like, she fell to the floor.
She said she did that.
Like she was gonna.
Like she felt like she was gonna
probably
kill herself.
Or me. I swear to God. Like, and it was so scary. Like,
because she felt like how could somebody love you and like, just tell you that they're not in love with you anymore? It happens all the time. People fall out of love.
The person, it's not working. You're trying to tell them.
Like if you doing stuff that person had, if you're doing like stuff that the person maybe they put up with it, and now it got to the point to where they're not able to put up with it because it's becoming too much. Like what do you expect? And I'm not saying that what this girl is saying is the truth, but I'm just speaking in general. A person can only take so much. A person may love you and may deal with your BS and the shit that you doing to them for a certain amount of time, but then after a while, certain things can become too much. And if you're not willing to change, then of course the person gonna grow out of love. They're gonna grow out of feeling you, and they're gonna want to end shit with you. I mean, I don't know if the girl cheated or not. She said she cheated, but at least she was woman enough to tell her, like, okay, this ain't working. I don't love you no more, and I think we need to just stop what we're doing. Man, you gotta respect her for that.
They love you so much that they don't want to leave you, and I could definitely understand that. But relationships takes two people, and it's really bad that, yes, I feel like we're outgrowing each other. We want two different things out of life, which is okay because I met you when I'm 22 and I'm 27. Like, I have the right to outgrow, to grow, and to grow separate if we're not fulfilling each other. Like you said in your video, you're happier without me. You feel good. You're glowing. Bro, we were depressed. We were dying together, bro. Like, we were not happy. And I told you that shit. Like, I told you so many times. Like, and you sitting up here acting like I didn't. You know the truth, bro. Like, you know I was not happy with you, and I told you this shit to your face. Every single time I told you that I didn't want to be with you no more, you put on a fucking scene.
It probably made it feel like shit.
A crazy ass scene. And it's like, sometimes I literally was scared for my safety, bro. Like, I literally thought that this girl could kill me. I'm not even playing. And she gonna sit up here and see this shit and say that I'm bugging, but she know the real tea. Like, you know. Like, you know. And it's like, you might say shit and not mean it, but it's like, people are really out here getting killed by their significant
Yeah, they are. Especially if a person love you more than they love themselves. They will do some shit to you.
And I believe that shit. Like, when you told me that shit, I believe that shit. Like, so it's like, I literally told this girl so many times, like, I didn't want to be with her, like, I'm not happy. And she just kept tantrums. She be like, well, we gotta work something out. No, like, I don't want to work nothing out. Like, I know that I don't feel the same way about you anymore. And I don't want to be with you. Like, it sucks. It hurts. But I'm telling you, I'm being real with you. You did not want to accept that. Like, you still try to hang on. You still like, no, but we could work. Okay, I'll give you the space. I'll do this and I'll do that. I understand that you want to do it now because I'm at my breaking point and I'm like, I can't do this no more. But you already set this tone for me. Like, even if you let me have friends now, you let me have a social life, bro, I feel guilty as fuck about it. I don't feel confident about it because this is not who you are. You already show me who you are and how you react in these situations. So it makes me uncomfortable to really be myself. So I told her straight up. She know that I had this conversation a couple of times with her. We had conversations. Like, I want you to think back to mad times, like when you were, going through. We had mad emotional nights. You know the nights I'm talking about if you're watching. And all those nights was all signs that this shit is not working, and I don't want to be with you anymore. And I had stayed in this relationship way longer than I needed to because I was just scared to end it. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I just didn't know what was going to happen. And when I came home and she was gone, I was so shocked because I thought that in order for us to leave, it was going to be some crazy shit. Like, I just didn't.
That's crazy.
I think she had it in her to just leave like that. The way that she carried on and asked about me. And people be thinking, like, people loving you unconditionally and shit is cute. It's great to have somebody love you, but when they love you more than they love themselves,
that shit is not good.
More than anything in this world, it literally gets scary, bro. Like, nobody's gonna understand.
People want somebody to love them, but you don't want somebody to love you more than they love themselves. Damn.
Y'all don't even understand. Like, people are so claustrophobic and feel like you can't grow, and you telling the person over and over, like, this is not working, I don't want to be with you, but they trying to hold on. They like, no, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, we gotta cancel this, I'm gonna do this, bro. It's bigger than that. Like, I just don't feel the same. You get what I'm saying? And then, so I told her all of this. Nothing was changing. So yes, I was going out. So it was nights where I would hang out with my sister and shit, man, late. I was going out and I was staying out late because I did not want to come home. Like, I was not happy. It was like, I keep telling this person I don't want to be with them and it's not working.
And if you keep telling her, I don't want to be with you, and she ain't listening to shit, at that point you gotta do what you gotta do. Make them feel like you're doing something, even if you ain't.
And then I had a conversation. I was like, we could plan, like, I told her straight to her face, like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm not in love with you, and
Excuse me.
This
At that
Black
point,
Friday,
you just moving like a single person.
Do you want a TV?
You telling the person you don't want to be with them, and they still like, nope, you gonna be with me.
I feel like when we do
I'm about to move around like I'm about to move like I'm single.
And we'll do this.
You gonna get the point then, I guess.
We had a whole conversation about all of this. You get what I'm saying? And then she's coming on here talking about I'm in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship. I'm actually single, and And then she want to talk about receipts and all that. And I'm going to tell you guys how possessive and crazy that this girl is. She has a tracker on my phone even till now. So it's a lot of stuff going on like that y'all don't know about. When she left, she took my social. She took my birth certificate. She took all my stuff. She took the YouTube channel, had my social security number still on it, connected to it. And she left her laptop here. So by mistake. And it's like the only reason why I got my social and my paperwork back and all that shit back is because she left her stuff here. Y'all really have to understand, this shit unfolds and it has a lot of layers to it.
This is crazy.
Behind everything. And like, nobody is gonna make me feel bad about what's going on. And like, I'm telling you right now, like, she knew, we both knew that this relationship was coming to, and I told her straight up. And the person that she's saying that I talk to right now, honestly, I never, because she tracks my phone. She tracks my phone. She invades my privacy, and even when we aren't together, she tracks my phone because she told me that I'm dating somebody that. First of all, nobody in the world would know that I was talking to them unless you track my phone because me and this person, we wasn't on certain networks together. We wasn't, and I honestly have receipts that I did not see him until after she left. Like I have receipts that I did not link him till after she left. And I don't care because our relationship been over. I've been telling her how I felt, and there's no timeline to when you can like move on.
There isn't.
Like if we're not together, you leave, and I keep telling you I don't want to be with you, and I'm telling you like this is not working, babe. Like I love you, but this is not working. Like we're not working. Like we're out. We just it's not working. You know I didn't want to be with you anymore. You know I wasn't happy, and you know you wasn't happy. And yes, you wanted to marry me. You wanted to, but bro, you was depressed. I was depressed. You was not happy. I was not happy. And you just tried to hold on to something because of the time and the potential. But we knew, me and you, we knew that this.
That girl, she got nice little accent.
Going right. Telling somebody like I'm not in love with you anymore, I don't feel the same. It's painful.
The New York accent is strong, and I'm digging it.
Instead of like leaving them high and dry, or you really are doing some infidelity shit when it's like,
yeah, at least you telling them shit.
You acting like you in love with this person, you cheat on them, and they really think you they rider, and you leaving them embarrassed. Me and her, a lot had already changed. We had stopped fucking. We wasn't posting each other. Our relationship was dead. I told her that I'm not in love with you. I don't feel the same about you. We aren't happy with each other. Look at us. And I told her that.
Y'all couldn't have been happy. Both of y'all was depressed, and y'all couldn't have been happy.
She didn't care about how I felt. She didn't respect my feelings. She felt like, I don't give a fuck if you want to be with me or not. Like, we gonna stay together. But relationships don't work like that.
No, they don't. Because then that's when person starts stepping out.
It takes two people to create a relationship. And once I realized, like, this girl is not letting up, or she's not gonna let me, like, and I understand it's a 5-year relationship, but we worked through this for years. This shit wasn't peachy cream for like 2 or 3 years. We've been working on our relationship and nothing was working. Like, we were not growing. This is why we feel so much more alive away from each other, and we feel better because we were together, dying together. We didn't feel good. We weren't growing, and I can tell you that. So I did start spending more time out the house. I didn't want to be home like that. I was hanging out more with my sister, my family. I was trying to separate myself away from her as much as I could.
So she get the point.
We were so codependent, and I just wanted to feel like me. I wanted to feel like a human. I wanted to feel like I could do shit outside of somebody and feel like a fucking individual, bro. So, yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
That one night I came home and she was gone. She was missing. And that night I had spent the night at my sister's house. I was literally at my sister's house. I slept over at her house. I have a room there, a room that me and her used to stay in. I slept at her house because it was like certain nights I just didn't want to come home because every night we was arguing. And we was going back and forth about like about our relationship declining, and it's like, bro, like I already told you what it is. Like I don't want to come home and be in misery every night. Like it was so miserable, and like even coming home and just being worried sometimes. Like sometimes her breakdowns was scary.
Oh, yeah, big old dog laying next to her.
Like you need help, and she know I used to tell her that because it used to be scary. Our relationship was done, and you know it, and the internet knows it. One thing y'all can guarantee: did y'all see us popping out? Did y'all see us being happy? Did y'all see us posting couple videos? Did y'all see us together interacting? No, for months. Like our breakup came out of nowhere. It seemed sudden to y'all, but really think back. Like our chemistry and everything was off for a minute. This is nothing new. Our relationship was dead. We were holding on to dead weight. We were holding on to the fact that she just didn't want to accept that I don't want to be with her anymore. So it's like we're just holding on for dear life. And I'm just sacrificing myself and my happiness to please her, knowing
when
like,
the person
bro,
shouldn't have to do
I
that.
don't want to do this, and I told you. And you know this. And you still want to hang on. You don't want to let me go when this is not what I want. So, you know, that's the real tea. I'm just going to leave it at that, and y'all take what y'all take.
All right, y'all. That was a good little reaction. Chanel told her little part. Like I said, she was with a girl named Oh My Lie. Oh My Lie is a stud, or I believe she's a stud. I mean, she looks like a stud. I don't know what she goes by, but yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Turn on your post notifications so you know I'm dropping these reactions. Make sure you share this video so you know. Make sure you share this video, man, and sub up. Like I said, if you're watching the video, go ahead and subscribe. It's free to subscribe. It don't cost you a penny. And also, like I said, leave a comment down below if you want me to react to something specific, and I will do my best to get to it. I'm trying not to be reacting to like long, like 25 and 30-minute videos, because by the time I react to it and I chop it up, it's gonna be a long video, and some people don't like watching long vids. But yeah, but let's get into it, man. Turn me up, don't turn me down. Let's get it.